Yes, Emperor.
And generally help with things. Also, it's good to have only one or two people hunting in these hunting sites like this. I guess a neat thing that they added is that they will get born and grow up pretty quickly.
Yes, Emperor.
So while you will hear me spout out a bunch of complaints about this game, it is fairly detailed in the few things it does well. It just doesn't do a lot of things well. Alright, so each country and age has its own benefits here. You lose them after you research the third or fourth age that you get into. So, yeah, lightning here just blows up a small area roughly the size of this building. Fireworks, stuff starts attacking each other. Rebellion, you can switch a bunch of people on the other side to yours. Collapse mine is good for when you want to cut off someone's resources, or if you manage to get a stealth unit in. Pretty useless at this stage, but it does slow people down a bit. War drums, well,
yes, Emperor.
They power up a small group of your own units. Send these guys over.
How can I help?
Gonna help by going to build a dock over here. And then lastly, each one has an obligatory healing ability.
Yes, Emperor.
You can go and build another dock. So yeah, war camps cost a lot, but just
How can I help? Certainly.
just like these, they don't move. Well, they can move slowly, and that's usually good. Its use is a little bit limited and stuff like this, wherein there's no actual opportunity to have anybody crossing the sea in a mobile city.
Yes, Emperor.
Apparently they were going for a Mongolian type of thing with that. It was kind of weird because the manual of this, there's like a whole justification for why they did certain
How
things.
can I help?
Yeah, they claimed it was an explanation, but it was a justification. It was kind of sad. So we're gonna have him put up a city over here. China's towers, it doesn't mention it, but their special thing is
Certainly.
actually that they have a splash damage effect.
How can I help?
You
Certainly.
peasants go about your peasant business.
Dock complete.
So yeah, effectively it'll, like let's say there was one arrow fired right here, it would hit all four of these people. I didn't see it mentioned, so I don't know why they mentioned that. The Asian countries have special ships which function as a warship and a transport at the same time. Kind of a cool feature there. Because with the European ones, you have to build transports and warships if you're hoping to have any type of navy around.
Very
So
good.
anyways, first war camp available. China's thing is, just like everywhere, mass production of everything. And sacrificial peasants if you need to save some time. You can make these guys pretty quickly and they can just be sent out anywhere.
Yes, Emperor.
Where they do suck is as far as siege equipment, though. It's usually better to amass like 10 or 20 peasants to go along with your army so that they can function as a siege factor on wherever your other side is. Like if you're landing on an island, just it's best to bring the peasants. Because this is their thing. You have them just go around and gather resources everywhere.
Yes, Emperor.
And you guys can almost build another one. Unlike Rise of Nations, you won't have any type of penalty for mass-producing things. This did not help at all with the rushes. And again, is one of these things that they didn't really think out too much.
Certainly.
Also, when doing stuff like this, yeah, if one of your peasants is building and their AI tells them to go behind the building and start constructing it from that side, they will be screwed.
Not enough wood.
Thank you, stereotypical Asian voice.
Yes, Emperor.
Effectively, they will just get stuck behind the tree and you just have to kill them.
Yes, Emperor.
Because that's the best way to handle that, apparently.
Yes, Emperor. War camp complete. Certainly. How can I help?
I can help by
Very
here.
good. Yes, Emperor.
These voices do get annoying, but won't be hearing them too long.
Where should we fish?
Just
Raising
go
sail.
around.
We're under attack.
Well, that was quick. And yeah, England. So, a tactic that you almost never actually see.
Where are we going?
Well, not never, but you rarely saw online, is the
How can I
plague
help?
cow. They have cows that effectively spread disease.
Very good.
So what the AI will do is it'll just come up and spam frickin' cows everywhere, so you can't really win many direct fights with them. Like, I mean, they will kill your guys very, very fast. Because there's a noticeable lack of ability to actively heal at any time. I believe there's only a couple of units that raise your unit's defense, so they're very, very fragile as far as being an army goes.
Yes, Emperor.
There are
How
ways
can I
you can
help?
kind of dance around units when they're on a 1 versus 1 fight,
Very good.
and
Certainly.
really aside from
Very
that,
good.
there's not a whole lot you can do
Armory
against things like
complete.
plague cows other than retreat. And then a few minutes later, they'll just come back completely
Yes,
recharged,
Emperor.
or they'll even use an ability to recharge them right there on the spot. That never helps matters. So, gonna have him go there. Start getting me more money.
We're under attack.
Oh, come on. Yeah, the English are apparently all over the place. And until I get another age here, I can't really defend very well against the sea assault. The only siege equipment that I have around
Certainly.
are these crappy fort carts. Again, bulky, only can damage buildings.
How can I help?
Essentially a giant axe on wheels. There's not even a point in building one here, because they would take
Very
up all the
good.
space on the boat. The good thing, though, I certainly didn't get screwed as far as the map goes with this one.
Yes,
Many
Emperor.
times you'll just end up with 1 or 2 mining sites on your little island, and that's it.
We're under attack.
Here I got a crap ton of resources all over the place.
Where
The
should we
world's most
fish?
rugged little boat. Just come back and get fixed.
Where are we going?
And somehow my crappy warship here actually won.
Again, in sight.
Just want to start building a navy, I guess.
Certainly.
Peasant up that tree.
How can I help? Yes, Emperor.
Now we'll go into their they actually have the most diverse military in this game. China here. Mentioned being map screwed, and all of a sudden, over here, there's all of nothing.
Yes, Emperor.
All right.
Yes, Emperor.
Let's see here. Luckily, though, this does provide for some good farmland. Unfortunately, as far as farms are built, well, as far as building them, they take a surprising amount of resources. As soon as this main section is built, I think it's like the same exact building cost for each plot that's around it. So they're a little bit on the expensive side early on, but are fairly easy to produce later
Certainly.
if you haven't run out of
Very
trees.
good.
Tree cutting mob isn't working fast enough. Go back to
Raising
exploring.
sail.
Where are we going?
Also, another thing with this,
Where are we
it
going?
never selects the actual
Again, in sight.
military units only.
Again, in sight.
Also, something else that's annoying is the AI is fairly dumb, so when you have it set to aggressive, it'll always
Complete.
run out and attack and follow them halfway across the map until they lose sight of them entirely. If you have them set to standoff, they literally will just do that. They will stand in one spot like a friggin' idiot and not do anything.
Certainly.
So, just yet another frustration with the AI of
Your
this.
apple trees have depleted.
And yeah, these guys now need a new job, so they will go open a farm over here. So I'm just gonna save here because this does have a bit of a notorious thing for crashing a lot.
Yes, Emperor.
And you'll just freeze
Very
and
good.
die for no apparent reason. Okay, so while they're going about their peasant business, their military here. First of all, they have the basic swordsman here. While they do say good verses and bad verses here, it doesn't play too much of a difference. These guys and these guys are going to be your basic infantry. These guys are a little bit faster. The spearmen are a bit
Tower
faster.
complete.
These guys have a little bit more health. The companion archers here are kind of like a, well, it's a crossbow guy hiding behind a shield guy. What's pretty funny about that is that's not really how they function because somehow the crossbow fires in an arc.
We're under attack.
And that's where the red guys are, and they are also English, unfortunately, so this isn't going to be a very diversified game. Okay, produce me some peasants.